How are you? I hope you had a great weekend as well. I did. What's up, Marley? Whoop, whoop. Tracy, what's going on, sister? I'm just getting set up for the evening. How's everyone doing? What's going on, Bill? Woo! Rabbit, 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 rabbit. I hope everyone's saying that right now. It's the first every month. That's what you say for good luck. How's everyone doing? How was the week, the weekend, coming into the retrograde? Mercury retrograde. It's always at it. Yes, it's so good to see you all tonight. I'm so happy you all are here. This is amazing. What is going on? Everyone in Texas did not get the snow that Chicago got. So if you're in the Midwest, chime in the chat and let me know how you dealt with the snow, because we had about a foot of snow over the weekend. And let me tell you how much fun I've had playing in the snow. It is like I literally transported back to being 10 years old. It was amazing. Today I found an igloo in Lincoln Park that's literally 12 feet high. I got in and I played in it. I took a little siesta with my coffee. Took a picture outside the igloo window, you know, what you normally do on a Monday. And I'm telling you, it was amazing. I went down to the beach. It's completely covered with snowdrifts. And when you go out to the hook over by Castaways, if you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, look it up. You'll figure it out. But there's a great view of downtown Chicago. And in the playpen, we call it the playpen during the summertime. That's where all like the boaters go and party and raft up. So it's completely empty, obviously, in the wintertime. And there are drifts of ice and snow, and it's just moving like this. It literally looks like the lake is breathing. It is the coolest thing. I went there today and got my foot stuck in a snowdrift of about like 2 feet. It was awesome. I was like, hey, everybody, I'm okay. I'm just crawling back up on the cement. It's fine. I'm on the sidewalk now, right? But when you look over in the water, you can actually hear the crystals of the ice moving. It is the coolest thing. It's so peaceful and just chill and methodical at the same time. It literally took my breath away. And not to mention all the snowmen that are hanging out now in the park across the street. Like, literally, where did these people come from? These snowmen? They just popped up overnight. It's pretty cool. So, yes. Oh, Donna! My auntie's here. Yay! I love you. Donna, Retta is also in Texas as well. But yeah, so it's just been really great. Literally just, we're getting ready to come to a polar vortex, I think, this weekend in Chicago, which I'm super stoked because I do what I do. I make the best of what I can. So yeah, it's just, been pretty amazing. And I was thinking about the show tonight, and we're literally coming up on almost a year of me doing a YouTube show, but this specific show on Monday nights, I think we started this in July. I don't recall exactly, but yeah, I think the end of July. So I'm pretty excited. I was thinking about how cool is it to have the same people on the show that come and we all communicate in the chat. We're all here together having fun, and then also getting the intuitive reads for the week for each astrological sign, which is super fun. Hopefully when you guys are listening to that on Monday nights, you're going back and listening to your actual sign when I post the timestamps. Usually it's by the next day, because when I get offline after being online doing a show for 2 hours, I'm literally like, ugh. right? And I'm like, turn up all the studio lights because they're actually very warm. And, it's kind of funny. Bill, I don't know if you remember when I was asking you eons ago about wattage for colored lights. And I was like, hey, what do you think about 100 watt light? And you go, and you said, oh my God, you're going to be sweating. So I didn't do that, but I have 30 watt lights right here. My color lights are 30 watts. And then plus a studio light here, a ring light here, and a regular lamp here. I have all of my windows open right now, and it is probably 21 degrees, 17 degrees right now. There isn't a lot of wind, so I'm not getting a lot of pull through from the windows or cross breeze, but it's just hilarious how I feel like I'm getting a free workout right now because I'm sweating. So I love it. Yes. Oh, Retta, I love that you love the lighting tonight because last week I didn't have this main studio light right here, which is a halogen, and it was a little bit more dark and subdued. So you could see more color, but at the same time, you could see less of me. So I love that. It is a rainforest in here. And, also in addition to that, I have my humidifier up to, I don't know, level number 3. And it gets very humid in here, which I love because I have a really good humidifier this year. Last year I didn't, and this year I do. And I can tell when my windows have frost when I wake up, or even right now, or when I take a shower, they frost up because there's so much humidity in here. But listen, if I'm in a beautiful rainforest petri dish, I'd rather be here than, I don't know, with a diaper on my face. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm so happy you all are here. What's going on? And cool. So what I'm going to do tonight as we go through the signs is I decided to do a little bit of a Russian roulette. So instead of doing the signs in order because it's kind of getting boring and I was not having fun with it, I decided to do a cup. So we have the cup, right? Okay, so we'll go, oh wait, actually, you know what? My bad. We're going to start with the collective reading. So let me just write down the timestamp. You guys, it's so funny. I write down the timestamps and it takes a lot of time and energy for me to go back, put them in the comments, and then people have the audacity to say, hey, this timestamp's off, or send me a DM and say, this was this and that was that, the wrong timestamp. I'm human, doing it all on my own, right? So if I get the timestamps off by 30 seconds, you're gonna live, right? Am I right? Okay, so this is what I pulled for the collective. Let's see. So first I pulled out the Moonlight card, which is hilarious because in the Moonlight right now, we just had the full moon in Leo, which I'm so amped up. By the way, I have some announcements first before we move on. Okay, so my Oracle cards are now available for sale. Super stoked. I signed off on the final print. I'm waiting for the actual cards to land in my lap. Hopefully they'll be here by next Monday for the show. I have 2 decks. I have my Ocean Goddess my Ocean Goddess deck. I'm calling it my OG deck because it's all about surfing, sailing, diving, being like hardcore. And then I also have my True Romance deck, which is all about love messages, right? And there's been a lot of sirens in Chicago. I don't know. I haven't been watching the news. Please tell me everything's okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But anyways, so I have 2 decks for sale, which is super awesome. I'll put the link. I have a couple different links. I have it on my website. I have it on Linktree. I have it on Milkshake. And then also, I had this idea over the weekend. I'm like, I had this really great logo I'm not putting a lot of effort into. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to open up my t-shirt shop. So I now have my merchandise for sale. I have tank tops, hoodies, unisex t-shirts. I have coffee cups, stickers, little makeup bags with the logo on it in all different colors, sizes, and shapes. I'm so excited. Literally, I'm expanding. This Leo moon, literally, if I were a stock, I would be to the moon right now. You know what I'm saying? I have to be cryptic. You guys know that. It's YouTube. Okay? Super censorship. So anyway, what's up, Mystical Musings? So anyway, yeah, I'm super excited about that because I was divinely guided to say, listen, if I'm not able to find a full-time job, I need to figure out a way and avenues, open up avenues for the universe to give me an avenue to be expressive, spread love and light, and putting that out there in the universe brings it back. You know what I mean? It's all a beautiful balance of forces, of gravity, have you. So yeah, so I have that going on, and also I'm doing personal readings. And then if you'd like a personal reading tonight, I will put the link in the chat for donations only. I don't expect anything, but it's always just nice to have a little bit of affirmation of like, hey, you know, it's like a mutual beneficial relationship. And that being said, I'm also working on some e-courses that will be about manifestation, unleashing your creativity, and also getting over heartbreak. So I have 3 courses I'm filming in the next couple weeks. Literally, it feels like with this Mercury retrograde, there's so much going on that it's like making me everything on hold where I have more time to get things done. It's really kind of strange. But so yeah, so those are my announcements. So welcome. Back to, if you haven't been to the show, we're going to do a collective reading. Here's the reading for the week. We have the moonlight. It's all about the moon in Leo. Bum-ba-dum. It should have lit a fire under your bum. You know what I'm saying? Because we have the wizard of awareness. We know exactly what we want and what we want to achieve, and we know how to get there. All we need to do is pay attention to our intuition, to listen to it and follow forward. Because if you don't, you're not co-creating. People can sit down and write affirmations all day long. You can do the Elon Musk 369 all day long. But here's the secret to that. If you don't feel it, it's never going to happen. That's the 1% that no one tells you about. You could just do it once a day and be in that high vibe that literally like you were in euphoria after doing some yoga, after getting the runner's high. That's a perfect time to put in your manifestation, your order to the universe, and your gratitude at the same time, and appreciation. You like to do it once a day. That's it. Like when people say, do this for 21 days or do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I'm an Aries. You think I'm going to stick to a schedule? Hell no. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. You know why? Schedules are boring. They're just boring. That's all I have to say about that. So, in addition to the collective reading, I also have the Follow the Light card. So, this is Follow the Leader, but to me, when I think of this card, if you guys are old enough to know the book Watership Down, super one of my favorite movies when I was little. Not really sure why, but I loved Farar, which is one of the rabbits. And Hazel, hello. Hazel was my fave. And Aunt Donna, I know you know this. And so anyway, when I think about this, I think about the end of the movie when they've kind of made it to the promised land. They have the sunshine, the tree, the shelter, the safe harbor, and they have a choice to go up and be led with the shelter of the tree, or they can go off and do something radical. So it's all about following the leader of light is what I'm hearing, right? So then I have our challenge for the collective is don't let pride get in our way this week. It's easy to be ignited. And you know what? This is a full moon in Leo card. Hilarious. That's amazing. I love it. So listen, you guys, get into that courage, into the solar plexus and sacral chakra area. Exercise it. Ooh, that fan feels really good. It's so hot in my place right now. I turned the heat off. It's supposed to be only 65 degrees. It is not only 65 degrees tonight. But hey, I'm not complaining because free is heat. All right, I'm sorry. Heat is free in Chicago. Okay. So the overall message for the collective is I first had don't stop. So don't stop with the courage. Keep it moving forward. Look at how he has the courage. He's literally taking a musical instrument and putting his creativity out there in the universe. And the more he does it, the more he blows his beautiful energy out into the universe, the more it's igniting his soul. Look at that aura all around him. That is beautiful, okay? So then I also have let go of things that no longer serve you. I say this all the time, but I wanted to be more clear today when I was thinking about the show, because I think that it's easy to say, let go of things that no longer serve you. And then you may be thinking, well, what is that? What does that really mean? What that means is if you don't feel good in a person's presence, or you don't feel good talking to somebody, or you feel exhausted after speaking with them, or they want to talk for 3 hours and you're like, oh my God, can we just like have a real conversation and get in and out? That's getting rid of things that no longer serve you, because it's wasting your time. Time is precious, and time also doesn't exist at the same time, right? So we don't have time to sit there and let it be absorbed by everything around us. We can observe. Remember, I have a video on that. Observe, don't absorb. Easier said than done. I know, I get it. We're all human. The overall advice is to trust the universe and trust the plan, trust divine guiding right now that we're being led into this week, and everything that is happening, whether it is things that are challenging us or bringing us to conversations that we don't necessarily want to have because they're triggering childhood fears and traumas. It's okay. It's okay to say, I recognize that, but I'm not going to automatically put up a wall, right? So I think it's just interesting. There's a lot of cool energy going on this week. So I hope that everyone is ready for the beginning of February. Let me grab a sip of water, some peppermint water. As you all know, that's all I drink. At least during my readings, keeps me high vibe, my alkaline peppermint water. Okay, so now that I don't even know what time I put the collective reading. I put it because I went on a tangent, and now someone is going to leave a comment that the time is wrong. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, so let's see. Let me just check the chat. Yeah, Monday Fun Day. That's right. Woohoo! Oh, link for tonight. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. What would you say, Mystical Musings? More of a Leo than an Aries. Wait a minute. Whoa. What are you trying to say? I'm Aries Leo. Hello. I know what you're trying to say. I'm thinking more than a woman. More than a woman to me. Okay. All right, that's the link for tonight if you would like to have a reading. So let's get down to it. All right, are we ready? We're ready. All right, so let's see who's first tonight. All right, Sagittarius. Do you have any Saggies in the house? I just say Sag. I don't spell it the whole word. What a boring thing to do. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what is going on. The messages, intuitive messages for you this week, Sagittarius. Let me tune in. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, okay, movement. So this is a picture of an ostrich with a city on the back, right? In movement, in motion. But then you have this beautiful red gift, and red symbolizes prosperity. So I feel like there's a prosperous thing that's coming in for you in the distance. So you may not be able to touch it and see it yet, but I do feel that you need to just keep moving forward and understand that even though you feel like you're operating in a vacuum a little bit, that things are happening, they're manifesting behind the scenes, and your angels want you to know that it's okay. Just keep in a high vibe. Keep that beautiful, prosperous city moving all over your back, keep nourishing the plants, nourishing the soil, nourishing your soul, nourishing your emotions. Do whatever it takes to make you happy this week, because let's see what the challenge would be. Interesting. So Ask Your Angels card popped out. So the challenge is you need to be working with your angels this week, Sagittarius. You need to be thinking, okay, you may be losing hope a little bit that prosperity is so far off in the distance and it's moving so slow and you're waiting for it to manifest. So you just need to ask your angels, please take my worries this week. Please take my insecurities and my worries, put them in a jar. If you guys didn't get your jar from last week, I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. So ask your angels, give your worries to your angels. That's the overall challenge, is maybe not working with your angels and saying, hey, listen, I need to give you this worry because you think that they are not powerful enough, but they are very powerful, more powerful than you are, than you realize, to alleviate any worry. Okay. Okay. So the overall advice for Sagittarius is emotions are running high. So again, use your emotions correctly this week. Make sure that you're using them in a manner where you are being positive and you're using emotions of fun and joy, like get out in the snow, build an igloo or build a snowman, and because there's so many more emotions you can choose. And in the emotional scale, when it comes down to it, you want to be on the upper end. You don't want to be in a low grief, regret, anxiety, anger, all those boring, dense emotions. Yawn. So what it is for you this week, Sagittarius, is to really focus in on picking your emotions. That's why you need to work with your angels this week. That is why you need to say, hey, listen, I need to be able to give you my worries and emotions so I can focus on just feeling good this week. Because something that I thought about today, you guys, is I was thinking about how we always feel like we have to have something to worry about or think about or solve. But I don't really think that that is what we should be doing. I think that once we put out into the universe, once we know that we have change going on, the key is to let go of the outcome completely. I don't care if it's a marriage or relationship or dating or a job. Don't go plan the wedding when you meet somebody the first day you meet them. Don't go plan your retirement party when you haven't even gotten the job yet or it's your first day. The thing is the more we're in the moment, the more we trust, the more things open up. Because if we look at the outcome, that we are closing off opportunities that are opening up to us to lead us to a better path, because we're like, no, we have this figured out because my brain's smarter. No. Your intuition is smarter, okay? So, that being said, let me see who we're moving on to next. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on? Woohoo! All right, Aries. Ooh, Aries. Right now, there's a commitment going on in your life. Woo! Whether it's a relationship or a job or a commitment to just take care of yourself better and get into that childlike manner and nurture your inner child. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. So let's see what the challenge is. There's a lot of hearts, a lot of hearts and stars. So that's a good indicator. Let's see. Interesting. So this is a weird card. The card that pulled up in your challenge is a year from now. I have mixed feelings about this card because this card indicates that, oh, wait, immediately I had to wait a year for things to manifest. No. However, if you don't start making a commitment to things and you're being flighty, like a typical fire or air sign on certain occasions, then you will be waiting a long time for your manifestations. So I do feel it's all about embracing that things are a process. So whatever you're doing right now, Aries, the seed you're planting, you may be feeling frustrated because they're not coming to fruition immediately. But the thing is, it takes time. It takes time for things to build. A perfect example would be someone who's trying to build a social media account. You don't just blow up. When people say, I blew up overnight, I'm going to call BS on probably 99.9% of those people because it doesn't happen that way. I know people who have businesses, they've been building it for 10 years and then it starts to build, right? You don't just say, I want to become a business owner and then tomorrow it happens. It doesn't. And if you have that expectation and not know that it's going to take time and effort and building a solid foundation, you're going to be so disappointed you'll give up on your dream. And that's what literally 95% people do, is they expect things to be like that, especially when it comes to a law of attraction and manifestation. They think it's supposed to just come in right away or in the form that they're thinking of. And you have to know, Aries, this week, it's all about building. So whatever you're thinking of and you're doing and you're getting frustrated because it's not moving forward, especially since we have a Mercury retrograde, I think that you need to be very cognizant on that. It takes time for things to build, okay? So let me see your overall message, Aries, this week. Ooh, step out of your comfort zone. Ha ha ha. Yep. You're used to having things, Aries, typical Aries. I get it. I am one. I have a lot of planets in Aries in the 9th house. When it comes to, I would like it done yesterday. That means I want it done 2 days ago, right? So when it comes out of stepping out to the comfort zone, I think the overall message this week, Aries, is all about patience. It's all about patience and knowing that you've made a commitment to move forward, to work on a project, and it's going to take time to build. The year from now is not a specific time frame because time doesn't actually exist. It's not linear. It's based on perception. And so I think by stepping out of your comfort zone, knowing that things, may seem like a routine to build, you're going to have to do it, right? Especially Aries, we don't like routines at all. It's just not fun. All right, let's see who's next in my freestyle Love Supreme Preem cup. Okay, next we have Virgo. Do any Virgos in the house? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me grab a sip of Wawa. Okay. Let's see. Virgos. Ooh, Virgos. We pulled up the compass card. So are you headed in the right direction this week? Do you have plans to move in the right direction? Are you strategizing something that you know is your true north? And you're moving towards it, you're putting together all these plans, and you're being very methodical. It's kind of where I feel like you are right now. And there's magic within this, and you may have to kiss a couple frogs along the way, but I think that you know what exactly you want. Ooh, let's see what card flew out. So we say your challenge this week, Virgo, is to be assertive. It's all about being assertive, okay? So you literally need to, whatever you feel like you're drawn to, the gravity, you have to go towards it. You need to be assertive, because if you're not assertive, you'll lose out on whatever it is you're trying to achieve this week, okay? So let's see what the overall advice is for Virgos. We have, look at the bigger picture. So yes, you need to get out of your head, Virgos. Stop overanalyzing. You need to be assertive and move forward with what you want, because that's what you want in your future, in your tomorrow, in your today, a year from now, whatever. So go get it. Okay, Virgos, that's what I have for you. Oh my gosh, I haven't even been writing down the timestamps. It means I have to go back and scrub through the video tomorrow. I guess I'll just do it over an extra cup of coffee. So next we have Aquarius. Woohoo! But I will write it down now. Aquas 2930. Bam. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Woo! Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yes. Virgo, Venus, and Mars. That's right. Okay, so Aquarius, interestingly enough, I pulled the home card for you. So the home card is indicating it's all about creature comforts, what makes you feel at home. Aquarius literally is like so non-committal when it comes to things, because they're so innovative. They're like, listen, electric like orchestra, don't bring me down, don't hold me down, right? And they're like, they know exactly what it is. And there's a clock on here. This may be significant to somebody, but 10 to 8. So 50 past the hour, whatever you want to call it, 20 past the half path. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to tell time. But in America, it's 10 to 8. So 8 to me also reminds me of dinner time, like dinner at 8. All right, let's see what the challenge is this week, Aquarius. Ooh, so your challenge is to reconsider your path. Reconsider what makes you feel at home. Reconsider what it is that makes you feel home in your heart, home in your environment, what makes you feel good, because you may be thinking it's one way, but it may be a fleeting thought when you need to just reconsider a different path. I feel like there's two different paths to choose this week. Getting tongue-tied. Like you need to go back to that emotional space that makes you feel comforted, that makes you feel warm and alive. And you may be thinking about doing something radical this week. I would recommend reconsidering the repercussions of what could come of the situation, and maybe just take a pause on your endeavor, you know? So let's see. Okay. Who is next? Taurus. Woohoo! Do you have any Taurus in the house? Let's see. 3159. All right, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on for you this week. Ooh. I pulled the home card for you too, but it feels something different for Taurus, because Taurus loves being at home. They love being at home almost as much as a Cancer loves being at home. It's all about luxury and feeling very, everything's taken care of, great food and creature comforts. Maybe, well, I don't want to go back to Aquarius because I think Aquarius probably already clicked off, but it's different from that. This is more of getting back into where you are feeling most at home, back into what feels familiar, Taurus. I feel like that's where you are. You feel like things are very familiar right now. You may be a little stuck. I feel like maybe you might be doing a little bit of night watching on social media. I don't know why that's coming up. But your overall challenge is perfect timing. So yes, I feel like you're looking from afar, literally like an owl in a tree, waiting to strike for the prey. Know that your challenge is the perfect timing. So you need to plan this timing. If you don't plan the perfect timing this week, you're either going to miss out, or you're going to be too quick on the whatever I'm trying to say. Too quick on the draw. So the overall advice for Taurus this week is luck is on your side. So this is great. Listen, look at this. This is all about shooting your shot, right? Bam, into the moon. Shoot your shot to the moon. You know when to make the move. You're going to know, listen to your intuition this week. Literally ground yourself with the home energy and get into that space of feeling nature, do some meditation, and really just pay attention to your intuition and ask your angels and your spirit guides, when do I strike? Because you're literally, like I said, you're looking from afar, you're waiting for the right time to strike, and you're going to do it the right time. So work with your intuition this week. All right. This is what I have for you, Taurus. All right. Moving on. Leo. Woohoo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on? Love it. Love it. Love my Leos. All right. Let's see. This card definitely wants to come out. Ooh, okay. Wizard of Awareness. This is also part of the collective reading too. So right now, Leo, I really feel like you're in a spot where you know what you want. You can see the path, and you now see it unfolding beautifully. And you are literally just standing so strong in your awareness. You know exactly where you're going. So you need to keep following that inner light. Look at how you have the wizard right there, and there's a staff of light. Follow that light, okay? And have blind faith, because you're not going to be able to see all the things in front of you, the certain amount of feet in front of you, but you're going to be able to be led on each step of the path. So just be patient and know that once you get to the next step will unveil itself, okay? So Leo is my challenge this week. Let's see, intuitively, let's see. Ooh, the answer is choose a new direction. So yes, see, it's very easy to go back into trying to overplan, take the kingdom over, have a whole plan for everything, and not stay in the moment. It's really easy to overplan. So I think that's the challenge this week for Leos, is to stay in the moment and choose the new direction by staying in the moment, having faith in your spirit guides and your angels and the universe. It's guiding you down the right path rather than trying to blaze a new kingdom, a new moat around the kingdom, whatever it is. These answers will come to you, but don't try to do the whole, city planning, because it's not going to go to plan. So you're just going to waste your time. So spend your energy this week being positive and staying in the moment and being in the present. So your overall advice, Leos, this week is, see, when you do that, expect a powerful change. This is a new moon eclipse, okay? This card, look how beautiful it is. It's literally like, it's a magnitude of 4 times a regular full moon of energy. So when you trust, you become more powerful. When you become more blind faith, you become more powerful in your manifestations. The more you're in the moment, the more you speed it up. So do not let worry or fear seep in this week, Leo. It is all about moving forward. You got this. I'm so excited for you. Woo! Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, I have a couple cards stuck here together. We'll do Cancers next. What's up, Crabbies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Crabbies in the house. Let's see what your message is. Your intuitive messages from your angels, spirit guides for this week and the universe. What do you need to know? Okay. All right. Woo. So we pulled the talisman card. This is very beautiful. This is literally a great talisman. It could be, if you think about a beautiful crystal, if you think about a phoenix rising from the ashes, anything that you signify as something that has overcome challenge, that has this beautiful inner strength and standing on its own. This is where you are right now. Okay. So you should be standing in this energy of, you got this, right? I mean, she literally has a dragon on her arm, sitting on her arm, and a light guiding her down the path that she needs to follow. Okay. So it's all about intuition, following inner guidance, following that inner strength to move forward. So let's see what your challenge is this week. Woo. So your challenge is to let go. Okay. Write your stamp. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. You guys chime in on your zodiac sign, what you are in the chat. Yes, mystical musings, girl with the dragon tattoo. And so the overall challenge, or not the overall, but the challenge this week is to let go, to be in the moment, listen to your intuition. You guys, I honestly feel like I could just do one collective reading for everybody this week and it would resonate. But the messages I've been getting all weekend leading up to today, leading up to this show, is all about following intuition. And it's not even like saying, oh, I'm just going to follow this. No, it is literally, I'm saying, let go, let God. Like literally let go, let God. And it's so powerful for me right now. And I feel like these messages, like my guides and my spirits are like, you need to get this out. You need to spread this. People need to know that how important it is to follow your intuition and listen to your gut and not let fear any lower vibrations. You have to identify them when you see them and call them out. Be like, oh, no, not feeling that, not thinking that. Do not overthink things, everybody, this week. Okay. Cool. I love this for you, Cancers. A new start is coming. I love it. This is a new moon, new beginnings, super amazing. I love this energy. So as soon as you let go of any fears, any outcomes, let go of outcomes as well, right? Like with the full moon, let it go. I really feel like a new start's coming in for you. And see, the whole trick for you this week, Cancers, is to let it go, honestly. All right, so let me write this down. Okay, so now we will go on to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on? All right, let's see. All right. Ooh, love it. We have the Pegasus flying. Gemini, it's all about messages, air, floating on a cloud, being on cloud 9. I feel like this is where you are right now. I feel like you're in this space of just kind of like being elated and being on top of your emotions and your ideas, and your more so your creativity is on fleek this week, 100%. Let's see what the challenge is for Gemini. Take action. So yeah, you could be having all these grandiose ideas, but are you actually taking action, Gemini? Are you moving forward with it? Are you co-creating with the universe? Are you taking divinely guided intuition and thoughts and acting on them? That is your challenge. You have to do that this week. Oh my gosh, don't pass up these great creative ideas. If you guys can see this Pegasus, it's so not really, it's not the best focus. But there's so many beautiful colors making up this Pegasus. And then there's some butterflies and beautiful flowers swirling around in the sky. And you know what? It's actually flying over a crop circle or a maze from that there's a maze in Switzerland where they filmed oh my gosh. Marley, don't say it yet. You know what I'm thinking? Oh my gosh. I don't know, but those like beautiful mazes you can go through, they're like the hedges, you know? So, all right, your overall advice this week. All right, Gemini's overall advice. New start is coming for you too, okay? So this is great advice. I love this. It's all about taking action. That's all you have to do. It's so simple and plain, but you have to have the courage to do it. Oh my God, Retta, that's so cool. What kind of shirts are you making? That's awesome. Okay, so now we'll move on to Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on, my little fishies? Fishies in the hizzy. Okay. Yes, Marley, the Labyrinth. And I was also thinking of, actually, I love that movie way better than I was thinking of the other like Halloween movie. But Labyrinth is a great movie. David Bowie's in it. And there's also The Last Unicorn, which is interesting because there was a Pegasus. So, hey. Okay. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Interesting. Pisces, Compass again. Interesting because Virgo got the same card. You both are ruled by Venus. Pretty non-coincidental, right? So where are you moving this week? Where are you moving? What are you moving forward to? I feel like you're understanding where you need to go. Get rid of all the windy paths, but actually go from point A to point Z. Go to the rum line. That's what we call it in sailing, from, point A to point B. But typically in sailing, you can't just sail in a straight line. So you have to zigzag and tack back and forth. This is telling me that you need to set your course, okay? That's what I have for you, Pisces. All right, so we have the don't stop card. So that's your challenge this week is don't stop. Don't stop on this intuition. You're getting this intuitive hit because you need to move forward. And that's exactly what I said for Virgo too. So if anyone has Virgo and Pisces in their chart, you need to listen to both of those because the messages are doubling up. So the overall advice is your dreams need a practical plan. So yes, what it's saying is don't stop. You need to don't stop, but you need to also put your plans into action and make them practical, okay? Don't be living in a cloud thinking that things are going to happen and never take action, because like how boring is life if you're never taking action? If it doesn't work out, move on to the next thing, right? Oh, I love that, Retta. Oh, embroidery. That's so cool. I love it. That's awesome. And I love that monarch butterfly emoji you have going on. I don't think I have that. Okay, so next we have Libra. Libra, sun, moon, rising. What's going on? My little scales. And not fish scales, you ding-dongs. The balance scales. Okay, so Libra, sun, moon, rising, Venus. All right. Ooh. Okay. Libras, if you're feeling like you're in a spot where you've hit rock bottom this week, that's okay, because, or if you feel like you need to take some space to just kind of get back into your own emotional body and stop being so involved in other people's business and things that are going on. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom in order to reset. So I'm sensing that you need a reset button this week. Let's see what the challenge is, okay? Ooh. Yes, so the challenge is to ask people that can actually help you move forward and surround yourself in a space of people that you can be a little bit more vulnerable, and as it felt like you're in the bottom of the barrel and you just need somebody to understand what you're talking about. So if you're not sure, the people around you that you can ask or trust, talk to your angels and your guides, and the universe will be able to literally instantaneously say, hey, call this person. Hey, text this person. Reach out for this person. It's okay to be vulnerable, okay? Because we've all been there. Let's see what the overall advice is this week. Have faith in your dreams. So I feel like hitting rock bottom is maybe you're looking for a job and you can't find a job, and literally all you need to do is reach out to people that can help you and have faith in your dreams moving forward. If this is a relationship, same thing. You guys, the thing about like relationships and jobs or business professional relationships, they're all the seventh house. They're literally the same. So if you have the same expectations of your job, of I'm just in this job just to like make money and like feel comfortable, you're going to have the same expectation in a relationship. Okay. So you need to readjust it for both. They can't be separate because they're in the same house. Now, there also are different planetary alignments and things like that. But I literally had a download today when I was working out, and I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense, because I think that I want a full-time job, but it's the same thing as a relationship, right? So it's like a relationship with a job and a relationship with a person, right? So they need to be similar on my expectations since they're in the same house. Otherwise, they're polar opposites, and you're literally taking two engines of a train and putting an engine on one side and an engine on the other side, and they're going in opposite directions. Food for thought. Food for thought. All right. So that's what I have for you. Let's see, moving on. Ooh, now we'll move on to Scorpio. 4900. Okay, Scorpios. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. What's going on? Okay. Clean house. Time to clean out the clutter. Clean out the clutter of your home and your mind. Clean out a closet when you're doing it. Get rid of things that don't have any emotional meaning to you in your life. Get rid of it, because otherwise it's literally just like it's clogging up the chi, and it's taking the yin and yang out of balance. Okay. So this could be just, literally like emotionally, mentally cleaning up things that you don't need in your life, or also physically too. Because when you physically clean your house, how good do you feel? You're like, man, I feel so organized. And I feel like I had a little bit of dopamine, because it triggers that in the brain of feeling success, of accomplishment. So getting rid of the cobwebs, that's where you are right now. So let's see what the challenge is. In the near future. So you need to do this like right now. The challenge is you need to clean house right now. Because here's the thing about any kind of, when you're cleaning house or cleansing your body, if you aren't treating it and you're putting poison in your body or poison in your mind or poison in your emotions or in your house with just like dust, you're literally going to start getting sick. Okay, so the angels are saying whatever you need to clean out this week, Scorpios, is you need to do it very quickly. All right, because you can't keep holding on to toxic things and thinking that they're going to be okay if you don't address them or you keep them in a drawer. In your mind, again, your mind, mental, physical, or emotional body, you need to get rid of it because it's toxic. And like it's kind of like, you know, when you get an infestation of maggots, that's kind of what's going to happen if you don't clean house. So the overall advice is take time to breathe out, take time to do this, do what you need to do to focus back in on yourself, get rid of the little negative cockroaches that are in your life that literally are just kind of like nipping at your ankle, kind of like a dog would nip at your ankle. Take time to do that gracefully, always, in any situation. And if it's just cleaning house, literally, if it's just cleaning your house, literally throw on some great music and, get to it. Have some coffee or whatever suits your fancy and just clean house. It's time. You need to do it this week. I just looked at the clock and it's 2022. I work off military time, so it's interesting that came in your reading, Scorpio, because it's saying this is all about a personal relationship, because 2 is 2 people. I'm like, how else do I say that? It's 2 people. Okay, so moving on, last but not least, we have Capricorn. Cappies. All right. If you're Capricorn, drop a goat emoji. Specifically, a sea goat emoji would be very specific. I love it. All right, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we have follow the leader. This is the card that's leading up to the right path. It may be windy, it may be turbulent, but you know your end goal. And at the top of this tree has a clock on it as well. It's hard to tell because there's a second hand. So I'll say 2 times. It's either 10 to 12. So, or it is 12:15. And that could be AM or PM. That resonates. All right, so not the overall challenge, but the challenge, and I hate saying overall challenge because it insinuates that you're going to have a challenge this week, and it's not exactly that. It's something that just can come on your path. So the challenge is it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to move forward. When I see this card, follow the leader, it's all about doing things that are right for you and not that's necessarily right for people around you. Do what's right in your heart, and whatever you feel that makes your heart skip a beat, you go for that. You don't do what someone else's, whatever makes their heart beat. Does that make sense? Like this card has a little fairy and a goose and a little duckling. It also has a little, no rabbit. I thought I saw a rabbit. But that was also what I was talking about when this card came out. I talked about Watership Down. So it's up to you, to decide, are you going to put someone else's goals in front of yours, or are you going to put your goals in front of someone else's? Which you should always pay attention to your own goals first, because ultimately when it comes down to it, it's all about what we want in our own universe. Okay. So the overall advice is to have faith in your dreams this week, Capricorn. Okay. This card's second time it came out this night, tonight. So have faith in your dreams. You know what you want. You know what you want to harvest, what you want to manifest. And you have this strength. And even though that this is a waning moon, you know that the whole moon will be illuminated at some point. Okay. And so, even though you can't see everything, there's only a little bit of illumination right now, it's all about timing and things will unfold. So when it says have faith in your dreams, keep having faith every day. Even if you don't even know what the end goal is of what you want, exactly what your dream to be, just think about the feeling that you want and that you want to feel internally. And that's what's going to benefit you the most. Woo! All right. Oh my gosh, Bill, that's awesome. Let me just check in the chat. That's awesome. You're cleaning house as we go. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, you could hear the fire truck, Retta. That's hilarious. Oh my God, Aunt Donna, Ian turned 21. I don't want to age myself, but I was a little bit older than that when he was born. Oh, that's right, Loretta. You're in South or you're Louisiana. For some reason, I thought it was Texas. Or maybe you're just visiting there. Oh, Tracy, happy birthday. What's up? Texas in the house. Is it true that Texas wants to not be a part of the U.S. anymore? Is that true? Did you guys see that? Okay. So let me see who would like a personal reading, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Bill, I've got you and Nikki. And Marley. Okay. Woo. All right. Okay. So let me just kind of shake up the energy. How are you guys feeling? Let me just like shuffle these cards so I can get all the energy out of it. So it's for the personal readings. Oh, that's right, Retta. Love it. It's actually, now that my windows are open, I'm starting to finally feel a breeze, which is great. So, all right, let's see. Who do I want to start with? I had an inclination to start with Nikki first. And so as I was shuffling, the cards came out, and like I'm just hearing your name totally. So okay. The rock bottom card popped out for you, Nikki, and it's all about, okay, everything's cyclical. Everything is like the wheel of fortune, right? In the tarot, like you're at high, you're at low, you're at high, you're at low. And so I feel like you've like kind of at rock bottom right now, but the angels are asking you to balance out your emotions and your mental body and talk to them to figure out exactly what the challenge is, what needs to happen to get out of this space. Because even if it's not a space that you want to be in, you're there, right? So, and it's okay. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong. What it's saying is, whatever this energy is not healthy to stay in for very long. So you need to compromise and talk to your angels on how to balance your own things out. That doesn't mean that if it was a situation that, whether it's in work or personal relationship or anything like that, or a project, which I don't really see a project so much, but it doesn't mean that you're wrong in how you feel, right? It's all about balancing it out and still holding true to your heart's desire and your intention and holding the vision of what you want. The cool thing is I see the outcome is a new romantic cycle begins. So I feel like whatever has happened, this has really ignited a new passion for you. It's a new endeavor, a new avenue. I'm really like seeing the painting thing for you going on. I do see, with the scales have come out twice here. So this is also having two revenue or avenues of income and balancing it out. So instead of pouring your energy all in one thing, balance it out and pour it into another cup too, because it's not balanced to put it all in one side, because otherwise the scales are going to be like this, right? And you're going to be like, what's happening? I feel really off kilter, back in this rock bottom energy, right? So because if you think about it, the scale, if it's literally so heavy on one side and you're not pouring into something else, you will feel rock bottom, right? So my gosh, these cards are like, bam. So let me pull some other cards. Okay. So we have the rum line. It was so funny. I pulled that, or I said that earlier, and it wasn't even a card that came out. Ooh, okay. Hey. So I pulled the rum line, which is going from point A to point B, not vacillating back and forth to what it is that you want. Be clear on what you want and say that's what you want. This is where you're going. We call it the rum line in sailing because it's all about, typically it's called the rum line when you talk about the earth and things like that. But really what it is, it's kind of like the quickest way to the bounty. Let's get there. Let's have our rum cocktails. Let's get this race over with. Let's get let's get off the water and chill, because when you're in the water, you never know what conditions you're going to be in. It's funny because I have the don't stop card. So don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep moving forward to that goal, that point of realization of where you need to be. I do see in the next few months that things are going to pick up for you and be a little bit more saucy. Hey. And I think things are picking up speed. So when you're at 15 to 20 knots of wind, this is when you start to really kind of think, hey, you know what? It's kind of windy out here. There's a lot of movement going on. There's a lot of shifting going on. So I feel like right now there's a lot of shifting going on, and it's all about you balancing out the scales within yourself. That doesn't mean, again, it doesn't mean that being at rock bottom or being super high is good. You never want that. You would just want to be completely balanced, right? And it's kind of like when you do yoga and you're doing a pose, you are never completely balanced, because if you're balanced, that means you're frozen, right? So we're constantly making these micro movements on how to move forward in situations, in our own growth, our own everything that's going on in our environment around us. So I think that's pretty interesting. I do see that I'll pull another card I'll pull another moon card. Oops, two came out. So this is cool. I love this. Yay! It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. I love it. And right next to it, a win-win is in the forecast. So girl, whatever you're focused on, you stay focused. Keep your foot on the ground. Stand your ground, because this is going to benefit you in so many ways. And I love how a win-win is out in the forecast, because that literally means like there are 3 different scales here, you guys. Look at that. Amazing. I love it. There's a lot of Libra energy going on. You actually might want to go look at the Libra energy as well. There's a sirens. You guys, is something going on in Chicago I haven't been looking at? I never listened to the news. But they've been going on all day. I'm like, I hope it's not my building. But anyway. So that's what I have for you, Nikki. I hope that helps. Oh my gosh, that's really good. It's jam-packed with some info. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so now we will move on to, I'll move on to Marley, because Bill, you're so sweet to let all the ladies go first. Such a man, a gentleman. All right, Marley. Woohoo! Marley Sky. Ooh, love please. Okay, I got you, girl. Ooh, interesting. Okay, girl. I feel like this card came out last week for somebody. I don't know who. But I pulled up the intention card. So listen, this owl is sitting on an egg, okay? When birds sit on eggs, what are they doing? They're waiting for it to hatch, right? And also, for some reason, he has... You know when a dandelion goes to seed, he's holding the dandelion that's getting ready to go to seed in his mouth, and he's full of a whole field of these seeds getting ready to go to plant. Okay, girl, I'm just saying. There's a lot of fertility going on right now. You might want to be careful unless you want an egg to hatch, if you know what I'm saying, okay? Oh, it came out for you? Oh my gosh. Make sure you're paying attention to your moon cycle. Let's see what the challenge is. Oh, girls. Take action. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I think that if it isn't what I was first picking up on, which could be a different underlying level of what's going on, but I think that you've been planting seeds or waiting for something to come to seed, and I think that by taking action is watering that plant, watering the seedling that's coming through the soil so it can be nourished, right? Because whenever you have an egg and a seeds and you have take action, it's all about nurturing those seeds and making sure that they are being, well tended to, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I have 2 cards that popped out. Okay, so this is interesting. Your overall advice, but I'll pull more cards too. But for that set is, what do you need to release? And then it also says a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like you're hung up on something in your own mind, especially with all this water energy and the waxing moon. I'm sorry, that's a waning moon. So I feel like you're caught up in your emotions right now, and you have some things that you're trying to resolve. So I feel like you want things to move forward and be prosperous with somebody in your life, since it's all about romance and like planting these new seeds and everything. Also, full moon of Cancer is also very homely energy. So I'm just saying, make sure you're paying attention to that. Oh, you just said no more babies. Like, I don't know how I could have danced around that any more delicately. I'm like, hey, you should just watch your cycle. But be careful with that. But I think if it isn't that, I think that it's really all about, what I'm hearing is there's a couple things that you need to release to move forward in this new relationship or this new step of this relationship or love that you're inquiring about, because it's going to hold you back when you get caught up in your emotions and you start making stuff up, start setting expectations. And so you need to release this so you can move forward. Okay. So my advice to you is to release the outcome and your emotional attachment with the outcome. Just be like, whatever, I'm totally cool, whatever, because you know what? You have the inner strength inside to keep moving forward no matter what it is. Okay. So let me pull the Beach Balance Life cards that are not official, but they're officially for sale right now. But I'm waiting for my final print to get here. So I have 2 ships passing in the night. So I feel like you may not be on the same page with somebody, but that's okay, because what I'm getting with that, you can't read it because it's in yellow. But 2 ships passing in the night are obviously, they don't see each other. They're on a different course. But the cool thing with this is I pulled out the Summer Maker card, which we all know is my favorite day of summer. It's all about the best, most beautiful feeling you can feel out there in the summertime, feeling warm. You're literally like wherever it is. If you're in Louisiana drinking lemonade, if you're on the set of, True Blood or something like that, that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Or when she's in the fairy garden. Or if you're out there sailing on the water, just like drinking a beer and, hanging out. And so I feel like there's this loving, I feel like this could be a date that's coming up or or time period that you're in right now with this person. I do have bilge. Bilge is getting rid of all of the bilge is at the bottom of the boat, and it collects all the hair and the water and the gross, anything in the boat it's like a reservoir, and you have to pump it out periodically. So it's kind of like flushing a toilet of the boat, but it's different. So I feel like with the what do you need to release goes along with the bilge card. So you need to pump it out, girl. Get rid of this grime, this grossness, whatever it is, any of this toxic energy, whether it's a person or I feel like it is an emotion that you have. And then I pulled out the autopilot card. So I feel that once you get rid of this, whatever this emotional hang up that you're in this week, I feel like once you get rid of it, you're going to be able to go on autopilot, and you're not going to care about the end destination. You know why? Because you have autopilot. Autopilot's like, yeah, I got you. Set the course. I got you. I'll drive. My name's Otto, right? For a reason. Okay, so I feel like that's where you need to be. Pull another card for you. See what's going on. Sure. Yeah, Bill. So cool thing is, Marley, is I have the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever it is, once you get rid of this little emotional hang up, it's going to move forward. Okay. You are in a good spot. You have the Summer Maker card is coming up for you. Woo. Warm summer nights. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. So I'll pull one more overall card for you, and I have the Sad Embrace. So I love this card because this is saying embrace that little fearful inner child that's triggering this emotional trigger within you. Embrace it. Say, hey, what is this? You're safe. I got you. And hug it, give it a little kiss, and like give it a little cocktail, whatever. Well, actually, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be so PC, but you know what I'm saying? Nurture it, because once you do that, it's going to subside and you'll be able to go into autopilot. So that's what I have for you. Woo! That's cool. I love it. I love it. I so wish you guys that, I know that we're in the chat, but it would be, I wish we could do like a live, because I can hear you laughing right now. You guys are chatting, probably having popcorn, pizza. Okay, Cassandra, what's up? What's up, Colorado in the house? Woohoo, I got you, girl. Do you want love, or do you know if she wants love, or she probably wants love? Okay, so the first card I pulled out for you, Cassandra, and you can take it either or. I'll read it as is, and you can just take what resonates. But I have the protecting treasure. So this girl is literally laying on top of her treasure under an umbrella in the storm, protecting what's valuable to her. So what this card is telling me, it's interesting because there's some magic mushrooms over here on the side that are growing. Also Mario Brothers type thing. So what it is, so what I'm seeing is, okay, you're in a spot where you had to take your crown off to kind of step down and protect, go back into your true nature of what it is that you value, what you need to protect in your life. But that's okay, because I don't think you can see on the card, but her crown is sitting right next to her. But she's kind of a little sad. So I feel like this is a little bit of a in your head a little bit about this situation, and really just getting back to basics, right? So I feel like maybe you were just kind of like, this is kind of reminds me of like the next day after a big party, or you've been to Ibiza and you've been partying all night. And this is the next day and you're like, oh man, right? I feel like you need to take a breather. Okay, sorry, it's taking me for a minute, but I'm like literally getting so many messages right now. But I think that right now you're in a space where you're just literally just like drained, and you're just kind of protecting what's important to you. And that's, your inner self-worth, your family, your home. Take that into consideration, because I do feel like there has been some storm around you. So let's see. So I have two cards that popped out. I have helpful people. So this is a good time to surround yourself by people who make you feel comfortable, getting back into that energy of like, okay, yeah, you got this. You're on the right path. You're strong. You can do this. You don't need to be so protective of things. You are a queen. You've got this. Put your crown back on, okay? So either these are people in your life, family members specifically, but I do feel that also talk to your angels and your guides about what it is that you make sure that you're recognizing your self-worth and what you deserve, and then you're not settling for less, okay? Because it's really important, because when you're protecting treasures, are you protecting the right things? Are you protecting the right value? Are you protecting yourself? More importantly, are you protecting your heart? Make sure you're talking to people that you're going down the right path, and ask your angels to really lead you and guide you to where you need to be to take the next step. Okay. So right behind it came the reconsider card. So yeah, I feel like you need to reconsider your plan of action. I love this card. If you look at this angel, she has a sword right down the middle. She's holding onto it with an emerald right in the middle. And emeralds are so powerful, like a really powerful crystal and gem, and considered royalty. So it's all about stepping back into your royal power. And look how she's surrounded in this beautiful blue light. This is literally being call upon Archangel Michael, and he will help you communicate your needs and slice through any kind of BS. Being direct in your communication, literally just like putting your sword down and being like, or staff, being like, okay, this is what it is, right? You need to ask your angels for support and open up your throat chakra, because throat chakra is blue. It's all about speaking up for yourself, speaking your needs. And actually, now that I think about it, the way she has her hands praying right in front of her throat, and see how it's illuminating the light from her hands out from her throat, and also probably her heart as well. So I feel like whatever this is, you need to reconsider what's important. Is it you, or putting someone else in front of you? I feel like you need to step back and get back into putting yourself first. So let me see some other cards. Oop. Okay. Interesting. So the angels are telling me, this card says it's a time rather to give than to take. But I think that what this card means to me, it's time for you to receive than to give. I feel like you've been over giving and trying to bend over backwards in situations that aren't really being flexible with you, and they're making you kind of mold into what they want you to be, the situation or the dynamics or something like that. So I think it's time for you to balance this out. This is a new moon in Virgo, so you need to start thinking more strategically on what it is you want the outcome to be. And again, like not being emotionally attached to the outcome, but say, okay, what's realistic in this? Virgo's very grounded energy. It's an earth sign. So it's all about being like, okay, what's my plan of action? Where am I going? What am I putting up with? Why am I giving too much when this should be equal? Am I receiving everything I'm giving back? Or am I allowing things to receive back? Because it's a lot easier to give than it is to receive. Some people give. Oh, that's why I'm here on earth, to give. And then they're so depleted that they're actually the most unhappy people in the world because they don't know how to receive. So let me pull some cards for you. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm getting already is go one leg at a time. Don't try to do the full race course all at once, because that card doesn't want to come out. Because I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing that this situation, you're two ships passing in the night, you're on totally different courses. And oh my gosh, the bilge card popped out right behind it. So you need to pump out any negativity, any of the grossness, the yucky, like slimy energy. Get it out of your life right now. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do one leg at a time. When you're on a race course, you have like leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, whatever. Every time you run a mark or hit a different harbor as part of like the race course. So you can do that, because I see once you do that, once you take little micro movements to get the negative energy out of your life and to start receiving and understanding that your self-value is the most important thing. I have the golden hour card popped out for you, which I love this card. It's the hour, the hour or so before sunset, when it's like closing the day, having a sundowner, aka a tropical mixed beverage to bless the sun and the day, and just being in that beautiful luminescence of love and light. And so I feel like that's on the horizon for you, but you need to understand your self-value, and until you do, you're not going to get there. So I'm going to pull in one more card. Spirit of Place popped out. So this card is all about, listen, she's like She knows her inner value. Look at that. Part of her makeup is a butterfly wing. Like, she's like exotic. She's like, I know what I deserve. I am an empress. Okay. Step into this empress energy and own it. You need to own it, girl. Woo! That's what I have for you. Oh, you're welcome, Marley. Love you, girl. All right, cool. So, Bill, last but certainly not least. Let me just shuffle the cards, get all the chick energy out of here. Oh, you know what, Bill, before you do, I'm gonna pull a birthday card for Tracy since she just turned 40 today. What? So Marley, if you're still on, if your sis is here, I'm gonna pull a birthday card for her. I just wanted to do it before because otherwise I just didn't want to forget. Sorry. All right. Oh, for your birthday, Tracy. I have 2 cards for you. I have the luck is on your side, Sagittarius energy, shooting your shot into this year, blaze with the blaze of glory. Adjustments are needed, so you need to start taking more action, start being more assertive and more adventurous in your journey this year, this next trip around the sun, because if you're going to stay in the same old mundane routine, you're not going to grow. So the angels are saying you need to grow, and so you got to shoot your shot. You got to be the Sagittarius warrior energy this year, okay? That's my birthday message for you. Happy birthday. Okay, Bill. All right. Okay. Ooh, okay. We have, so the first card that popped out is stuck in the mud. What are you being stubborn about right now? What are you saying? Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not compromising on this. I'm going to stay here in the mud and just chill. And I don't care if this bird is sitting on my back trying to give me a message to move forward. I'm going to stay stuck. Why are you stuck? Because I feel like with the encouragement card, with the beautiful giraffes, which by the way are 19 feet standing high, they are giving you have encouragement around you to move forward, to step out of this like stuck energy, whether this is career or love or project, or just like even being in a mental space of saying, this is just where I am. I'm not moving forward, right? So you need to step out of this energy because like anytime you're stuck, it's making me think about this. When you're like, when your hips like, when you're working out and you don't stretch out enough and you get your hips pop or whatever, you need to move your hips more because you're stuck, right? There's energy that's stuck in that joint, those joints. I feel like you need to move the energy out of the stuck energy to get a fresh perspective. And I think that you definitely like have encouragement around you, a beautiful, loving energy, probably specifically by someone younger or a child or someone that is, just really seems like family or is your family. Let me see what the challenge is this week. So I have the take action card and no need to worry. So I love how these cards piggyback off of each other. So I feel like the take action card goes into stuck in the mud. So you need to get your ass stuck out of the mud, Bill. I love you, but whatever it is, you need to take action and move forward. Move forward. Because the cool thing is right behind it as long as you take the encouragement and move forward, then you have no need to worry. Right? It's kind of like a double-edged sword. So if you don't, you're going to be stuck in the mud and you're going to have to worry. But if you take the encouragement to move forward, kind of like, come here, your angels are like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay, maybe we'll get him tomorrow. Okay, come here, come here, come here. Okay, he was almost there. Maybe we'll get him tomorrow. Right? Step on the path. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your guides. Get out of the ego. Being stuck in the mud is very ego. It's very dense energy, and you don't want to be there, right? You need to kind of be more in a fluid state of mind. So your angels are encouraging you. So maybe the giraffe isn't a person. I think it's actually more of your angels and your guides with the beautiful, innocent, loving, unconditional energy. So if you follow their lead, they will lead you out of this, this sand pit that you're in, this quicksand. And then if you do that, you have no need to worry. Okay. But you need to really just like step into that energy. They're trying so hard to talk to you. Well, they're talking to you. They're trying hard to get through to you because you're stuck in the mud. Okay. So I pulled out 2 cards. I pulled, the first card is a personal issue reaches resolution. So congratulations. I think you're getting stuck out of the mud. So I think that you're getting out of being stubborn, getting out of this ego driven energy of heaviness, stepping into what your guides and angels want. And they say it's no need to worry. That's why the personal issue is going to reach resolution. And the card behind it that has a very strong message. What do you need to release? Okay. What is it that's bringing you back into this stuck energy that you're being so stubborn on to move forward? You just need to release it. Okay. It's no longer serving you. Maybe at one point when this elephant was playing in the dirt, you can't see it, but there's actually a storm and there's rain. He's playing in the dirt, having fun, but then it rained too much. And now he's like, oh, I just got myself in a pickle, right? So you need to release that, whatever that energy is, that storm that's around you, and let it go. Let me pull some more cards. Okay. Ooh, girl. Okay. When I say girl, you know what I'm saying, Bill. Okay, so these are like my least 2 favorite cards. So if you don't heed to this advice, I had pulled the Mare's Tail card, which is a slang for sailors' wind talk. You couldn't even Google it, okay? This is when the sky, it's a specific swooping of the clouds. It looks like a ponytail, like a horse tail. And on the end of it, you can start to see the crystals, the rainbow crystals, because the wind and the weather is going to shift from this beautiful, lovely day. In 48 hours, it could turn into a not good day, okay? The weather is going to flip, and right behind it is purple radar, which is in the middle. That's literally like hurricane season, okay? That's the worst amount of wind. So it's going to, whatever this personal issue is that you need to release, it's going to cause you a lot of chaos in your life if you don't work with your angels and let it go. Good news is I do see that the true wind, your angels are trying to point you into the true wind of what's actually true, tried and true in your life to move forward, to really embrace the destination. And also the true wind is the speed of the wind when you're standing there, right? Or if you're in a sailboat, you're sitting there, you can feel the true wind. But once you start to move forward, then you have the apparent wind, right? You need to pay attention to what's true, the true wind, not the apparent wind, not things that seem exciting and moving things forward, but what's the true wind in your life. That's what you need to pay attention to. I did pull up the 10 to 15 knots. So this is like a medium to high speed of momentum. And I feel like there's definitely a lot more messages to come through that's not finished. Hold on. The winds are picking up, my brother. Take it how it resonates. But okay, so I do see there's a lot of reflection that needs to be done. Again, with the what do you need to release card? Because when you do that, you're going to have a beautiful southwest breeze, which is basically a summer maker breeze. It's the direction of the wind here in the Great Lakes, is the summer maker, which is all about having the best time. So I feel like it's been turbulent for you, my friend, but I do feel that by working with your angels, getting out of your ego, think about it like this. Like whenever I'm doing a pick a card reading or whatever, I always say, hey, listen, if this doesn't resonate with you, make sure it's not your ego and you're clicking out of the message and just tuning it out, because our egos innately want to protect us. So make sure that whatever you're doing with this, if you're going to be and you're sitting in that heavy, dense energy stuck in the mud, you're going to have a hurricane. I don't think you want that. I don't want that for you. So let me pull another message for you. All right, let's just, outside of that energy, if you decide to take the encouragement of your angels to go to your true wind, don't get distracted by the apparent wind. What will be the outcome? Yes. And your overall message is communication is key. There's the key again for you, Bill. Keys surrounding you all last week. The book that you sent me, the key, the communication is key. So everything is, it's all about getting that Gemini energy. Listen to the Gemini reading too, because Gemini is air. And it says new moon in Gemini. Bye, Mystical Musings. Love you, girl. Have a good week. Amazing week. So yeah, that's your overall message, Bill. I want to pull one more card because I feel like yours is a pretty dense weather-related reading. Overall outcome. The most positive overall outcome. Yay! Follow the leader path again. Don't get distracted by the windy road. You know your goal is. Don't get distracted by shiny objects along the way. You know where the milk and honey is, the pride land. And again, also the times could be 10 to 12 or 12:15. It also could be 10 to 3 or 3 o'clock, whatever those times resonate with you. So that's what I have for you. Woo! Sorry I had to pull so many cards for you, but man, that was an intense reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it, and if it all didn't resonate, just take what resonates, and also go back and listen to the message later in the week. As you know, as things unfold, you start to hear different messages from the same reading. It is dense this week. Okay, good. At least I wasn't just like going off the cuff. You know what I mean? Thank you for confirming that. I'm starting to lose my voice. You know what it is? It's because my window's open and it's like the cold air. I just want to see what the temperature is really fast. Let me see. And then I will do a collective card for everybody. Oh, it's only 29 degrees. I thought it was colder than that. Okay, so, all right. So overall collective reading for everybody at 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. Bam. 3 is all about community, communication. Everybody, hold your vision this week, whatever it is, whatever you're aiming for. Stand your ground. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let fears get in your way. Fears and ego go hand in hand. Don't let self-doubt and old stories play in your head to move forward. Make sure that you are really holding your vision. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in your spirit guides and your angels. They are leading you down the right path. They know what you want. Trust them so much. And if you guys haven't gotten your let go jar or whatever you want to call it that I showed you last week, I'm telling you, there was something really on my mind earlier today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to put this in my jar. And I don't remember what it is. Because I don't have to worry about it. It's already been taken care of, so I recommend that. Anyway, I hope everyone has a beautiful, lovely week. As always, back here on Monday nights at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And super excited. I think things are looking up. It's February. Woo! 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 You guys have a wonderful week. If it snows or doesn't snow, whatever you do, get outside, have some fun. And I love you all. Thank you so much for the awesome energy tonight. You guys are awesome and amazing. I love you all. And I will catch you on the next wave. All right. Take it easy, guys. Bye.